It's day three of the 40 days of reconciliation journey, and today we are talking about working with people. We first looked at the foundation of knowledge and how we should build our knowledge on the key foundation, Christ, so that we are not left out. And now our focus in day three is working with people. When you are starting to establish a vision or a mission, or when you inherit an ongoing leadership role, it is important to recognize that it's important to work with people, because if you leave people, you're going to be working alone. And if you have staff, they'll be looking at you and then wondering why they don't have staff. Let's assume you have 10 people. Imagine you have 10 and you're busy. You're handling everything that is coming through your email. They can't see it. You're handling calls. In most cases, you'll find that for small entities, the call goes directly to the leader of the small entity. For large entities, that's a different case. We'll come back to that. So you will discover that you are busy and your team is watching you. Why? Because they are not busy. You are not giving them oversight. It's a confusing structure. So when you start from the beginning, from the planning, on how you're going to delegate people, you also analyze your risks on whether you're likely to have enough people to do what you've planned to do, or also to check whether you are able to use volunteers or not. Are you able to use part-time staff or not? Are your teams going to work remotely? Of course, now you see this course is tailored to the 21st century. Are you going to let some of your people work remotely? Do you have systems to track their performance? Is your performance aligned to your goals? So that is within a small structure. But when you come to a large structure, corporate structure, are you able to now oversee, like if you're an organization, is even your staff in the field calling you to know what to do? Can they run basing on your policies that you've established? And do you have a system in place, or you are the person, the system? So we need to make sure that people, our teams, know what to do. If you are leading complex structures, this is something beyond just an enterprise. Uh, if I explain what a complex structure may be looking like, it is, and when it is beyond an enterprise, this is where you are in leadership and you have a large team that works with you. You have many teams that work in different locations, but you also have a large team that work with you. Then you might be also having an immediate team that works with you. You know that whatever you do with your immediate team affects in layers everyone up to the least beneficially in your community. So it means that how you spend each 1 minute is actually determining how your entire society is thriving. So it means actually, me, I would say in my language, do nothing. Just let the people work. Don't do too much, because things are going to be stored, things are not going to be moving on. You here, what we can do is to learn from Exodus chapter 18, because we see Joshua leading a society. Everybody, he's really doing great. And this is the trap. He had been appointed by God, and there has not been anyone who has been in authority like Moses. But there was this trap. He was judging everyone. In most cases, when we feel that God has put us in place, indeed, He does put people in places, we think that no one else can advise us. But He has given community to us. He has given us very many people who can speak to us and help us understand and improve. For Moses, it was a father in law. In some cultures, somebody that is not expected to bring advice. He sees how Moses is overwhelmed trying to solve cases from small to great. critical, insensitive, sensitive. He then advises him to choose leaders and delegate these roles to the people, and that they should escalate only the roles, the cases that are complicated, but handle smaller cases. That is the element of delegation. This is a key example. Many people think we don't get great insights from scripture, but great leaders in the world have actually mastered the art of great leaders who have served, who the Bible talks about. Moses is one of them. He was keen on listening. So he had his father-in-law at once, and he knew God was giving him advice. He had to apply it, and at once it helped him. It solved his problem of overwork and not doing so much. Imagine you're sitting every day, people are coming for you, you're solving problems over a few people, and then you're very happy because you solved the problem of somebody. But a great majority of the people are dissatisfied. Did you know that also you could also work with your team and your teams, but in your strategic planning, you could design your planning in a such a way that these teams are actually working with you, not necessarily working independently, everyone working as if they are just doing their own strategy and not working with the shared strategy. And also, did you know that you could God, if we ask God to help us, also this is another element. Wisdom is from God. People can give you advice, but wisdom is from God, because you will discover that Jethro may not have mentioned every detail. Wisdom is from God. So when you hear advice from people, from your teams, these are boards, these are uh, for those others who have people who speak into them, like who are privileged, like in the case of Jethro, wisdom is from God on how to apply the things. So when you talk to God, it's better because He will give you wisdom. You may know how to plan your systems, your strategy in a such a way that even the least of your society is involved. Rather than thinking that you have a team that is going to work and work for everybody, how does that even work? It's actually it's everything is going to look like it's not moving when people think that they are in offices to work for everybody. I think we are in offices to help get things moving, not to move ourselves. So it means we need to learn how everything within our strategy, how does it fit into the main strategy. So each person, make sure each person understands their part and how that small piece fits into the bigger picture. And then that person also should go beyond to plan also within their lower structure. So in other words, when evaluation is employed, of course later we are going to talk about evaluation, we should be seeing how the list of the community is participating in planning in the same evaluation, and also in sharing the benefits. What goals do we have? If we are running a society, what goals do we have? So let's leave that area. That is for large enterprises and complex enterprises. When we are running particular societies, what we learn from Moses. But let's come now down to the middle level. We have an you have an organization, and you also have community-based interventions. Is the coordinator of a community-based intervention coming to you to ask for advice on how to run things? It's not bad, but maybe are they coming to you every time, more or frequently, uh, or are they stopping in order to know, to get information from you on how to do things? Then things are not going to move too far. Imagine out of your 8 hour work, you are spending a lot of time just telling people what to do instead of helping them, training them, and empowering them, and letting them go on and do the work, and then also work with them through systems and policies to empower them. So God expects us to build a community, to work with people and not work alone. Working alone is almost equal to working against the people. So delegation is a key element. So the question here as we end, Are you trying to be a hero for the people you lead? Our core is to work with them and not just pretend to work for them. It doesn't work that way.